I flew my family of 4 to Europe in lie-flat business class seats for just $306. Most people waste 90% of their points because we've been taught the wrong way to use them. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact playbook I used for that luxury flight to Europe and how you can do something similar with your loved ones. But first, let me tell you the story of how this came to be. My wife and I made a decision a while back. We want to focus more on experiences as a family. The biggest part of this is that we want to see more of the world with our 2 boys and build memories together. That's when I really started digging in on how we can achieve not only more travel, but nicer travel as well, all within the same budget. I mean, learning how to find better flight deals and how travel rewards actually work. Not just casually collecting points, but figuring out how to earn the most flexible credit card rewards in abundance. Eventually, I discovered some simple tools that help you spot opportunities most people overlook. And one day, I got an alert. 4 lie-flat business class seats from Washington, D.C. to Edinburgh, all on the same flight, all bookable at the lowest points price that airline offers. Now, here's what most people don't realize. Airlines release Saver award space all the time. This is the lowest point price they offer on their flights. The trick is knowing how to catch it before it's gone. The readily available point prices are the ones that cost so many points they're not even worth considering. But when you know how to look, you can consistently find those lowest point opportunities. So when I saw those 4 seats together, I jumped on it. The only cash I had to pay was $306 in total, which is just the taxes and fees. The flights themselves, which would have cost almost $24,000 in cash, were fully covered with points. And that's when it clicked. This isn't luck, it's a system. Once you understand it, you can repeat it again and again. Let me break down the exact playbook I used, and then I'll show you how you can do something similar yourself. So how do you actually take something that looks impossible for most people, like $24,000 worth of flights, and make it only $306? The truth is, it has nothing to do with being lucky, and everything to do with playing the points game the right way. Most people are earning the wrong points to start with, and that's why they never see the results like this. So, step 1 is earn the right kind of points. Not all points are created equal. Airline miles and hotel points lock you into one brand. Cashback points look good on the surface, but give you pennies compared to what they could be worth. What you really need are flexible points, the kind you can transfer to dozens of airlines and hotels. That's where the magic happens. Which brings me to step 2, which is to build these points in abundance. Here's the good news. You don't need 20 credit cards or some crazy churn strategy. In fact, I highly recommend you don't do that for multiple reasons. Just 2 or 3 solid cards can set you up. The big wins come first from sign-up bonuses, but then continuing to earn points in the categories you already spend on. Things like groceries, dining, travel, really anything and everything, by taking advantage of what are called earning multipliers. That's how you build points quickly without spending any more money than you already do. Step 3 is using some great simple tools to find the deals. Once you've got the right kind of flexible points, you need to know where to look. Airlines are constantly releasing what's called Saver award space, which are seats that cost the lowest number of points possible. Most people never see them because they only check the airline's website and give up when the numbers look outrageous. But with a couple of simple search tools and alerts, you can find the opportunities that others miss. One of my favorites is a tool called seats.aero, A-E-R-O. That's exactly where I found those seats to Europe. Step 4 is making sure you transfer your points at the proper time. Here's an important tip. Never lock your points into one airline until you're ready to book. Once you transfer your flexible points into a specific airline, they are stuck there. Keep them in your credit card account and then transfer instantly when you see the deal. The flexibility in those points is the difference between paying 400,000 points for one seat or 60,000 for the exact same seat. Step 5 is to go ahead and book for minimal cost. The only thing you can't avoid are government taxes and fees. That's what my $306 represented. 4 people, lie-flat business class seats, and the flights themselves were covered completely with points. That's the power of doing this the right way. And here's the thing, this isn't just about my one trip. If you're starting from scratch, you can follow this exact system and be booking trips like this too. So let's talk about how you can replicate it. The biggest mistake people make is assuming this is out of reach. It's not. The truth is, if you can responsibly use a credit card and pay it off every month, you can start earning these same kinds of trips. So the real question is, how soon do you want to take your first one? To replicate this, you'll want a decent credit score, generally 700 or higher. That's what gets you approved for the cards that actually matter. And of course, this only works if you treat your card like cash and never carry a balance. If you're paying interest, you're erasing all the value of the points. If I were starting today, I'd begin with one Chase Sapphire card, either preferred or reserve, and pair it with an American Express Gold. That combo gives you a steady flow of Chase Ultimate Rewards and Amex membership rewards, which are two of the most powerful point currencies you can earn. The fastest way to build up enough points for a trip is through sign-up bonuses. For example, a single Chase Sapphire bonus plus your everyday spending could easily get you well over 60,000 points very quickly. That alone is enough for a one-way business class seat to Europe if you catch Saver Space. Stack that with Amex, and you're talking about a full family trip within a year. If you're starting from zero, a realistic timeline to book your first big trip is about 6 to 12 months. That gives you time to earn the bonuses, build points through your normal spending, and watch for Saver Space deals. The key isn't speed, it's consistency. Here's the part most people get wrong. They find Saver Space on one airline, don't see it on the exact date they want, and give up. The reality is availability shifts constantly. That's why flexible points are so powerful. If there's nothing on United, you might find it on Air France or Virgin or another partner. It's like having multiple keys for the same door. So yes, this isn't just about my trip. You can replicate this without dozens of cards, without being a travel hacker, and without changing your lifestyle. All it takes is earning the right points in abundance and knowing how to redeem them when the opportunities pop up. Now here's the thing, most people never get this far because they're earning the wrong points to begin with. Don't make that mistake. Click right here to watch this video and it'll save you years of frustration and make sure you're building your points the right way from day one. And before you go, if you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next strategy, and drop a comment below. Tell me, if you could fly your family anywhere in the world in business class for less than the cost of coach, where would you go first? See you in the next one.